If a mass witch attack is called a flood, what do we call mass Valkyries? A tornado. Hello, I'm Fuzed from Exile. This is Attacks in Exile, and today I want to talk to you about Valkyries. As you may know, in the Bowler update, Valkyries got a pretty good buff. Pretty much from their inception until now, they've been the most underused troop in the game, as well as one of the most underappreciated troops in the game. Supercell decided to change that in a big way. They actually lowered their hit points, but they increased their attack speed and damage per second. They no longer take their time to wind up for the initial hit, nor to retarget for the next one. And of course, this led to people using them in mass, which has led to those attacks being put all over YouTube and in the forum. Whenever a strategy arrives that involves a troop in mass, the Nerf Brigade comes crying. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just search the forum for the word Nerf. For a very long time, and I've spoken about this on my channel before, the game at Townhall 10 has been all about the 2-star attacks. But 2-star attacks are boring, and war should never come down to who can 2-star the most Townhall 10s and Townhall 11s. So it's funny to me whenever people come to the forum and they cry because their base got 2-starred in war by one group being spammed in one spot. I get the frustration. But take a look at your base design. The ring bases or box bases, which have been very popular to fight the mass golem attacks, are perfect targets for mass Valkyries. And if those bases are tightly packed with structures, even better, because they can hit multiple targets at once. I'm honestly surprised we see as many of these open style bases as we do still after the witch fiasco, because they also made perfect targets for witches before they got nerfed. Several of these attacks, including the one playing in the background now, involve a Queen Walk. The Nerf Brigade cries about the Queen Walk as well. And don't forget the Warden, they want him to be nerfed too. Because apparently, if you have a strategy that can lead to 2 stars in war, that means that that strategy is overpowered. But again, 2 stars are nothing special. My objective here was to clear out the left side of the outer structure of this base. My queen is level 25 and she's going to die off rather quickly. The idea is to clear as many structures as possible before triggering the Eagle Artillery. So she's going to go down, and then it'll be up to the Barbarian King to clear out the right side in order to direct my Valkyries to the core. I haven't had a lot of experience with Queen Walk though, and this is more of an experiment than anything. So it was no surprise that something went wrong. In this base design, she can't reach the second layer of structures, and I honestly did not know if I can get the Valkyries to the core. The remaining heroes go down. They'll be assisted by some wizards on the right. And again, the objective here is to clear out enough of the right side in order to get the Valkyries to the core. Fortunately, the right side is cleared out, but as I feared, the Valkyries went off to the left. But watch what happens next. The enemy clan castle is triggered, and like a magnet, the Valkyries turn around and they run straight for the wizard and the accompanying ground skellies. Throw some rage on them, and they take everything down in a flash. So that's a 2-star attack. Does a 2-star attack mean the Valkyries should be nerfed? Or the Queen Walk? Or the Grand Warden for that matter? I certainly don't think so. How about this one? Does this base look familiar? It should, because it's the same one I just hit. It's called the Four Corners base, and it's an overused internet base. So not only is it a box style base, but it's a popular base which can be seen getting 3-starred all over YouTube. If you want a base that people don't already know how to hit before they even touch you, create your own. If your base is unique, people won't have the benefit of having YouTube to show them how to crack it. Again, the intent here is for my queen to take out as much of the left side as possible before triggering the Eagle Artillery. As soon as the path is clear, I drop wall breakers to break through the outer wall and earthquake spells to open up the center of the base. Chaos erupts in the core as the troops march through and break through the other side. As luck would have it, my troops are pulled over to the right side of the base in order to take out those miscellaneous structures. This allows the golem to take the lead, and with the golem out front taking the hits, the troops are going to make it a lot further around the base than I originally anticipated. Starting to look like a 3-star, but I'm fighting the clock. Before they took away the extra 30 seconds, this was definitely a 3-star attack. But unfortunately, I've got just about 1 second less than I needed to make that happen. So it's still not 3 stars, but it's 99% 2-star. Is that enough to justify a nerf? How about this one? It's a variation on the V mode, which is another overused internet base. This is one of those rare times I managed to get the queen to do exactly what I want her to do. The queen actually manages to take out the clan castle troops and the eagle artillery. Does that make the queen walk overpowered? Should we cry for nerfs? Again, earthquakes open up the center of the base. Here come the Valkyries. It's amazing how fast they clear out a base. But it's still only a 2-star attack, involving a Queen Walk, a Grand Warden, and mass Valkyries. Should we cry for nerfs? Here's another 4 corners base. I start off again with a Queen Walk. That's the magical combination, right? An open base with the Queen Walk, mass Valkyries, and a Grand Warden. That should be an automatic 2-star, right? Well, with multiple defenses focusing on the Queen, we'll see how long she lasts. The answer? Not very long. I underestimate the enemy Barbarian King and he takes out my Queen. And from here, the whole attack just goes south. This is an overpowered attack, right? So how can it be a loss? But all of these replays so far have involved level 4 Valkyries. So now that I've got level 5 for this attack, that should be an automatic 3-star, right? Down goes the Queen Walk. The objective is to take out that Eagle artillery. She has a ways to go before she's going to make it over there. A couple giants go down as a decoy so the wall breakers can survive, and the section is opened up. So far so good, right? Well, not so fast. The Queen Walk peters out, and she misses the Eagle artillery. So I take a moment to ponder. I could have sent in the Barbarian King, but instead, I decide to use a handful of Valkyries. But the clan castle is triggered, and the Eagle still doesn't go down. Frantically, I send in a few more Valkyries to take out the Eagle. So now the Eagle's gone, I'm basically out of Valkyries, and I have nothing left to kill the dragon. At this point, I'm just trying to dive for the town hall in an effort to save 1 star. So I've made a few mistakes trying to take out the Eagle, and it cost me the win. Let's try one more time. A giant goes down, followed by 2 hog riders. The giant is there to take the hits from the archer tower, while the hog riders break it down. They'll move on to the mortar next, which will trigger the dragon. I knew there was a dragon in there because this was a cleanup attack. As we know, a dragon will roast Valkyries. We don't have a choice but to kill it. This is my favorite way to kill a dragon, and I've done it with Town Hall 5 all the way through Town Hall 11. It works the same. Distract it with a barbarian, circle it with wizards, and keep dropping barbarians directly underneath it. Aim for its shadow if you can. Only 1 wizard gets killed in the process. Down goes a jump spell in perfect position. The golem goes in with the heroes, and the Valkyries are right behind them. The warden goes in with the Valkyries in order to give them an extra buff. This time we're going up a popular box-style internet base with both infernos set to single target mode. You couldn't ask for a better Valkyrie target. That's the 2nd star, and most of my army is still alive. So yes, when used correctly, Valkyries are pretty powerful, but it took an overused box-style internet base with both infernos set to single target mode, a perfectly executed CC kill, and 2 attacks to 3-star this base. So now, they finally got a 3-star. Are they overpowered? I'm inclined to say no. Adjust your base and adapt. And guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.